Hey guys, welcome to another trivia night. I hope everyone can hear me and nothing is too loud or not loud enough. I'm gonna turn down a little bit the background music. I know usually you're complaining about that one. Well, we are back to play and it's been a very long time, so I'm actually nervous because I'm curious if I'm gonna mess up stuff here. It's been more than a month, I think, so today I literally had to test everything again because I even forgot how I made some of the stuff. So hopefully everything is gonna work. We are gonna play just as per usual. If you guys are new here, I'm not sure if I saw new names. Can you not hear me? Oh, okay. I'm not falling for trolls anymore. So, we're gonna play 5 rounds. In each round is gonna be something different. It's gonna be general knowledge, some audio stuff, some lyrics, something visual, and you guys will have to answer. If you're the first person who answers correctly, you're gonna get 5 points. If you're the second one, you're gonna get 3 points. Third one, you're gonna get 2 points, and fourth and fifth one is gonna get 1 point. In the end of the evening, top 10 is gonna win some digital artworks from Eurovision related. And from previous week, I did not have the email addresses from previous week, I mean like a month ago. The previous winners, I did not have the email address from Napos and Kuba. I saw that Kuba just sent me his on Instagram. Napos, if you are here, please send me a private message with your email address so I can send you the stuff. So, okay. Stop trolling, guys. Especially Manu, you know exactly how this works. After this is gonna be a longer night. I've planned to stay here for a longer time just because after we play, we are gonna go through all of the songs of the first semifinal of Eurovision. I'm gonna tell you my opinions about all of them, and we're try to figure out who's gonna qualify and who won't. And you guys will even get to vote on how many points would you give to each song. And more about that later. The first part of this stream is gonna be the trivia night. I'm just trying to buy some time for people that are late to get in, or people that are new and have questions to ask me the questions before we move on to the game. So I'm just gonna change the thing here. On the whatever side that is for you, left, I'm guessing, you are going to see the top 15 from the previous week. But today, it's a different day. This is just for you guys to know who you have to take care of, like who are the ones that do a lot of points. But everything gets reset this week. Let's see. The first round of tonight is going to be, yes, every time when I say previous week I mean previous month, because it was a month of break. So Napos, I do know that you sent it to me. Please send it to me again, because I got so many messages and now I cannot find you. The first round for tonight was planned to be, this is atypical, but it's gonna be the general knowledge round. And in this one, there are gonna be questions, and you're literally just gonna answer them. Nothing fancy, very simple. Remember, if you're new, if you're the first person who answers, you get 5 points. First 5 people get points, let's put it that way. So, the first question of tonight is, if everyone is ready to start. Here's the first question. Come on. The first question is, who is the first Eurovision Song contestant to have been born in the 21st century? I need the name of that person. This is definitely not a hard one. Okay, a lot of correct answers. I think I saw top 5 yet. The answer was Christian Kostov. You knew that? It's correct. And the first person who answered correctly was peas. 5 points. The second person who answered correctly was Fuji. 3 points. Two points. Go to Erison, you misspelled Christian. Christian Kostov, go to Benny, Austria. Benny, AUT. 1 point goes to Dimitris. And the last point goes to Marco Van Melis. And we will move on to the second question. The second question is, I keep moving to YouTube. I don't want to see YouTube. Okay. The second question is, which country holds the longevity record, missing only one contest in its history? There is one country that has been in Eurovision since the very beginning and only missed it once. Ooh, a lot of people knew this one. The correct answer is Germany. And the first person who said Germany was Erison. 5 points. Three points go to Fuji. 2 points go to ESC Swiss. Actually making points tonight. 1 point goes to Jeffrey. And the last point goes to Lil Crumpy. I haven't seen you in a while, Lil Crumpy. Welcome back. Let's see how this one looks like. This right now. And I saw someone saying that you don't see it in the order. I keep explaining that. You guys are gonna see your own messages way higher than they actually show up here. If you're gonna look on the screen, you're gonna see that they come in the order that I'm actually reading them into. It has nothing to do with us, it's just internet stuff. It's a lot easier to go from your keyboard straight to the screen instead of going online. The third question is, in what year was the scoreboard first introduced? So when did we first get a scoreboard? Yes. 1855. Kihag, are you tonight here just to like troll the copy pasters? I'm pretty sure I saw 5 correct ones. The answer is 1957. The only year when they didn't have it was 1956 because the vote was a secret. The first person who answered correctly was Erison. 5 points. 3 points go to Jose Rivera. 2 points will go to 57. Benny, Austria. 1 point goes to Dimitris. And the last point goes to Marco Vanvelis. And this is the scoreboard now. A small change happened. Let me know if me typing is too annoying. You said in the beginning that you could hear me typing. I did not count on that. So just in case this is annoying, let me know. Let's move on to the fourth question. 2 more questions in this round. After that, it's all fun. No more knowledge required. Well, not really. And by the way, if you're new, I pay a lot of attention to spelling. If you're misspelling, you've lost. The question is, what is the name of the Eurovision anthem that precedes and follows every contest that's broadcasted? So, what's the name of it? Okay. I'm actually surprised. I thought a lot of people wouldn't know this. I don't know why I thought that. I will accept both the prelude and the name is Te Deum. You can use prelude to Te Deum if you want, but I will accept both answers. 5 points go to Fuji. 3 points go to Fabian. 2 points go to Erison. 1 point Robert Steigerwald. That's gonna be interesting to type here. Steigerwald. 1 point. And the last point will go to Jeffrey. Let me see, I saw something misspelled there. Te Deum, Te Deum, Te Deum, Te Deum, Te Deum. Those were all correct. The next one would have been Zakrusta, and you misspelled Te Deum. This is the way the scoreboard looks like right now, with Erison in the lead by only 1 point. But this is also his round. I'm pretty sure there are gonna be some rounds he won't like them as much. So, the last question of this round in general knowledge is... This is harder. What do France 2012, Austria 2017, and Czechia or Czech Republic 2016 have in common? They all have something in common. I'm curious to know if you know what they have in common. I need more of a full answer, like the thing with the televote, yeah, but something else happened too. I need it to be a little bit more complete, because a lot of countries got 0 points, but they have something else, not just 0 points. I don't see anything that goes close to exactly what I'm expecting for. So if I don't see anyone answering that, I'm gonna give you the points for 0 for the televote. No, none of those. Erison, you're very close. there's a reason for that. Marco Van Melis is very close to that. Okay, so hi Randy, good to see you. The answer that I was looking for, and now I'm gonna look through these just to see who was the closest to say that. I'm not sure if I should accept just 0 points for televote. A lot of countries do that. But what was special about it is that all the points that they did receive were only from the juries. So it was 0 for televote, obviously, but there were also like countries that do nul point, so they get 0 from the televote and 0 from the juries. They still receive points from the juries, but no one voted for them on the phone. So now I'm in a conundrum. I don't know if I should give the points for just 0 in televote, or I'm gonna let you guys pick. You can choose. Do I give points just for 0 for televote, or do I give points if you mention that the juries gave them points? You can try to... You do it yourself now. Okay, people are saying just for 0 counts. Okay. And Jerry says nobody gets points. That's a different way of playing. So I'm gonna give points. Randy, stop trolling around. Go to sleep, it's late. I'm gonna give points to whoever said 0 points from televote. So, the first person who said 0 points for televote, but you need to mention televote, you cannot just say 0 points, because they did not have 0 points. The first person who said 0 points in televote was World Sasuri. 5 points. Three points. Go to Valls Vitols. Is that with an S or with a Z? With an S. 3 points. 2 points. Go to Fuji. 2 points. 1 point. Goes to Erison. And the last point will go to 0 in televoting Dimitris. And this is how the results look right now. Erison and Fuji, they're tying up after the first round. So it is very tied up. Like last time it was also extremely close towards the end. Everyone could have done very well until the last round, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen the same because Erison and Fuji are doing very well in this round usually. Let me see what's going to be the next round. The next round is Zoom. And if you guys are new to this, I'm gonna tell you how it works. You're gonna see an image is like a print screen of an actual live performance from Eurovision. It's been zoomed in, spinned around, turned into black and white. Slowly, it's gonna go back to the original picture, but like faster you can guess it, faster you get the points. So the first one, like for this round, I only need the name of the song, nothing else. So here we start with the first one. If it was clear enough how the rules work for this one. Here is the first image. It starts black and white. It will get colors. So we need the name of the song. And it is not Yaya Ding Dong. no correct answers yet. Or maybe some. You guys did get it. It is Made of Stars. And the first person who said Made of Stars was... Made of Stars. It is Krusta. 5 points. Three points go to Dimitris. 2 points. 2 points to Jay Sandu. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce the name. I'm gonna go with J. Although there are a couple more J's in this game. 1 point goes to Waltz. And the last point will go to Stevan. 1 point. The second zoom is this one. You can all make it, guys. You can all make points. Just don't give up. At some point someone is gonna mess up. There is always at least one question where all people are messing it up. AKA Bunica Bate Toba. Come on, this is not that hard. Apollo. That's surprising. That would have been yellow. Okay, the answer is, and I saw a lot of you knew now towards the end, is should have known better. The first person who answered was Jaris, but did not write the name of the song. Then it was Kuba who misspelled the name of the song. Then Jeffrey. Now I have another question where you guys have to answer. The way I know the title of the song is Should Have Known Better, and some of you wrote Should Have Known Better. Now, do we accept those or not? I'm gonna read the chat and see. If you guys are accepting it, we're doing a yes. If you say no, it's gonna be a no. I see a yes, I see a no, another no, another no, another no. Okay. No, a lot of people are saying no. The common belief is no. So it should have known better. And you should have known better. The first person who said should have known better is Rina K, I think. Should have known better. No one else said it before. Yes, Rina K, 5 points. Three points go to Benny Austria. Where are you? Here. 2 points. Eric, that's not correct. Vitra, not correct. Fuji, it's the next correct one. 2 points. 1 point goes to Jose Rivera. And the last point goes to Cuba. So Cuba did make it up after his mistake. You would have been the first one if everything would have been correctly from the beginning. And these are the results now. Fuji taking the lead. I feel like I'm presenting a football match now. Here we go with the third one. Do you guys like the zoom round? I'm curious. Or is one of those that you would rather not have it? Because I feel like another one that you don't want is gonna come on later. Okay. Name of the song again. Don't forget. It says up there. Answers coming in. And I saw 5 correct ones. Let me see how many of them were spelled correctly though. Some of you did not. I saw at least 3 of you that misspelled it. The answer is indeed Tom Pilibi, but that is spelled with 2 L's. The first person who answered correctly was Benny Austria. You're doing really well. 3 points. Go to. It's so hard to figure out if there was 2 L's or too many I's. It's Fuji. 3 points. 2 points. Arcluil, that's wrong. Erison is wrong. Now I'm kind of confused because I was expecting Erison to answer it correctly, but no, a lot of people are writing it with 1 L. I really think it is with 2 L's. I'm gonna check right after, but first I'm gonna look for the points. It's so hard in between those I's and L's to figure out where is a double L or where is not. Jovan, that's wrong. Adwantas, you wrote too many I's there. Peas is the next person. 2 points. 1 point is World Sasuri. And another point is Filipi. Oh my god, I'm gonna get insane reading this here. Is Fabian. 1 point. But now, just for my own peace of mind, I'm gonna look just to check everything. I'm pretty sure the name of the song is spelled with 2 L's. A lot of you spell it with 1. Tom Pilibi. It is with 2 L's. So that stays this way. The score right now after this looks like this. Not a lot has changed, but some people are advancing. The 4th one in this round is this one. Again, the name of the song is what we need. Fabian says he misspelled. Let me see. If you did, you're gonna lose your point, but thanks for being fair. Fabian Tom Pili. Oh yeah, you wrote Filibi. That's true. So that last point actually goes to Stian. I'm curious to see if you guys answered correctly. You did. It wasn't really all that hard once it gets colored, I'm guessing. The name of this one is Standby. And the first one who answered correctly was Dimitris. 5 points. 3 points. Kuba. 2 points. Peas. 1 point. Waltz. No, Waltz said stay. 1 point goes to Jonathan. And the last point goes to Yok 228. Welcome on board. And we move on to the last one of this round. So if you didn't like Zoom, this is the last one you won't like. Here it is. The name of the song again. All That I Need. Oh, sis, it is Obscenit. People are just guessing in the beginning, I'm guessing. I'm guessing you're guessing. And the answer is When We Were Old. A bunch of you knew this. Pretty much everyone spelled it correctly, I saw. I don't think I saw mistakes. The first person who answered was Dimitris. 5 points. 3 points. Go to Fabian. 2 points. Go to Benny. Austria. 1 point. Goes to Napos. And the last point goes to Jeffrey. And the scoreboard after the second round looks like this. Fuji in the lead, followed by Dimitris, Benny, and Erison. And now, guys, probably you know what is coming. The thing that a lot of people hate. It is the chipmunk round. In this one, if you're using headphones, please be careful, because it might be quite annoying. Please lower your sound a little bit. I'm gonna turn off the background music in this case. You're gonna hear a song that has been sped up and is gonna sound very different than original. And you are gonna have to tell me, in this case, the year and the country, not the names of the songs anymore. So, don't make mistakes with how you answer. If everyone is ready, we're gonna start that. I'm turning off the background sound so it doesn't interrupt your fun. So, the first song, don't forget, I need country and year, is this one. I think I saw 5 correct ones, but I'm still gonna let you listen to the whole thing. Because it's like a masterpiece, isn't it? Okay, just kidding you. The answer is France 2018. And the first person who answered correctly was Sis. 5 points. Sis, this is absolutely your round. 3 points. Go to Napos. 2 points. Peas, you misspelled 2018. Dimitris gets 2 points. 1 point. Warsa Suri, you misspelled 2018. Fabian, 1 point. And the last point goes to Jonathan. And this is how this changes everything. The second one. Why am I running out of songs? Have I played this before or why? Did we? This would be really insane if I've actually done the same one twice. I mean, I'm kind of losing track of what I did in which round, so it's totally possible. So, oh, well, if I did this before, why didn't you guys make the points? Like, for example, Fuji, you said that we had this before, you didn't make any points in this one. Here we go with the second one. And this is the way it sounds. I guess you guys really wanted to hear the whole song. Not a lot of correct answers, but some correct answers. And I stick it to France because I want to trick you. I wanted to see if you will think there are two Frances one after another. The answer is France 1991. And the first person who answered correctly, way ahead of everyone else, was Benny, Austria. 5 points. 3 points go to Jonathan. If I can find you. Here. 2 points go to Jeffrey. 1 point. I'll give this to Stian because, I mean, you wrote the whole answer. Stian, 1 point. And the last point goes to Marco Van Melis. And with that, we have a new leader, which I forgot to show you because I forgot to save this. We have a new leader, and we're gonna move on to the next question, the next song, which is this. Okay, I think I saw 5 correct ones now. I always want to say something while the song is playing, but I don't want to interrupt you. The correct answer for this one was Switzerland 2014. I really thought it's gonna be easier to guess. I don't know why. While I was making it, I thought this will be one of the easier ones. It wasn't. The first person who answered Switzerland 2014 was Bernice. 5 points. So I'm guessing Bernice is all or nothing. 3 points go to Jonathan, you misspelled Switzerland. Adwantas gets 3 points. First points of tonight. 2 points go to Fabian. Where are you? Oh, quite high. 1 point goes to Benny, Austria. And the last point goes to Walz. And the scoreboard is changing again. And it looks like this. Benny kind of picking up a little bit of momentum. I don't know why I'm just enjoying like commenting this way. Usually, in the previous way, I was never giving you the results until the very end. I just think it's so funny, like to see how rankings are changing. The fourth one of this round is this. Okay, I think I saw five correct ones. The answer is, and this is probably my favorite song from that country, is Bosnia and Herzegovina 2008. Bistravoda. And 5 points will go to, I only needed the country and the year. The 5 points will go to, ooh, there is a name that I don't know how to read. It looks Greek, and it starts with an I feel. Unfortunately, you misspelled Herzegovina, so I cannot give you the point, but please let me know how to pronounce your name, just in case you're gonna be on top again. 5 points are going to Peas. The first person who answered correctly. 3 points go to, oh no, Peas said 2010. Erase that. Peas, no points. Fuji, Herzegovina. Okay, that's correct. Fuji gets 5 points. 3 points go to Jovan, which is, where are you in the list? Oh, you made no points tonight? For some reason I thought I gave you points. 2 points go to Jose Rivera. 1 point goes to Dimitris. And the last point goes to Benny Austria. And the scoreboard now looks like this, with Fuji back on top. Man, this is exciting. It's also cool to watch this live. Here we go to the next one. Okay. A lot of answers came in. And the first person, the answer, by the way, I forgot to stop the song. So I did see a lot of correct answers towards the end. The answer is Austria 2018. And the first person who answered correctly was Dimitris. 5 points. 3 points go to Jonathan. You misspelled Austria. World Sasuri. 3 points. 2 points. Little Crumpy, people could vote. Little Crumpy added a Z after 2018. So I'm gonna listen to you. Should I give Lil Crumpy the points or not? It's like 2018 and another letter afterwards. I'm gonna listen to you. I don't know why I feel so good tonight. Like I'm just allowing you to say it. It's literally no yes, no yes, no yes. Okay, I see a majority of yes, I feel. Okay, so Little Crumpy will get the points. 2 points. 1 point goes to Sam. Just in case there are confusions, Sam Esman. And the last point, am I right? Yes, the last point goes to Benny, Austria. And now, after this round, the board looks like this, with Dimitris on top, followed by Fuji and Benny. The top 3 is really tight. And we have 2 more rounds to go through. And the next round is a round where the lyrics matter. So in this one, you should know the lyrics of the songs. The answers are going to be the songs, the name of the songs. And the name of this round is Drunk Reading. We need a song title. You're gonna hear a drunk lady or gentleman reading a part of the lyrics from a song, and you will have to tell me what song that is. I think it's pretty fun. I hope you will do okay with it. I don't think it's that hard of a round, but I think it's mostly funny. Here we go with... By the way, guys, you forgot to tell me that I didn't turn on the background music. But in this one probably it's better not, so you can actually hear what people are saying. So here is the Drunk Reading round 1. Here we go. Fitra, this is not new, we did it in the previous week, but if you've missed it, then yes, it's new for you. Here we go with the first one.
You and I, we collide like the stars on the summer night. We can shine forever, and you and we're alive. What we feel is what is right. We can run like never.
Okay. Many of you got it. It is If Love Was a Crime. The first person who answered correctly is Dimitris. 5 points. 3 points go to Erison. 2 points go to Peas. Erison, did you take a break in the previous 2 rounds? 1 point goes to Yok 228. By the way, I misspelled your name in the board here, but I'm gonna correct it when you go up there. I spelled it Talk for some reason. And 1 more point goes to Risti. Are these your first points of tonight? What happened? You've changed, man. Here is the new board, and Dimitris is pulling ahead. You guys better catch up. Here we go with the second one. This is gonna be harder. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be hard, and I even wonder if I should put this one because I have a feeling no one's gonna guess it. But here are the lyrics.
No hesitation. No fluctuation. Shake your body up and do the dance, honey. Shake your body up. Ain't got no funny. I wanna fly. Ooh, baby.
And some of you guessed it, some of you probably just copy-pasted the answer. The answer is I'm a Joker. And this is from Georgia, if you don't know the song. The first person who answered correctly and gets 5 points is Fuji. 5 points. 3 points go to Party Rick. Are these your 4 first points tonight? I haven't really seen your name tonight yet, Rick. Are you late? 2 points. Risti. 1 point. Dimitris. And the last point, ESC Swiss. And the new board is with Fuji catching up with Dimitris now. And the third one is this.
Would you believe? Lord of mercy. Would you be? Sir. Lord. I wanna love her now. And I wanna feel that now. All of those kisses and sweet embraces.
What are you doing, man? I really want to sing along to that song. I really like, that's one of my guilty pleasure songs. It is Lost and Forgotten. You guys could not decide between Would You and Lost and Forgotten. It is Lost and Forgotten. The first person who answered correctly is Fabian. 5 points. 3 points go to Lil Crumpy. 2 points go to Adwantas. 1 point goes to Stian, which is down here. 1 point goes to Risti. And I think this was the last point. 3, 2, yes. And the new board, nothing really changed on top, but it changed midway through. You're still fighting for the top 10. A lot of people can get inside top 10. And we are moving to the 4th drunk reading. The lyrics, name of the song again. This is it.
You love me and you know that, baby. Don't you lie. Like me like I like you and say na. Oh, oh, oh. We need a bit of rock and roll. Baby, don't you crush my soul and make me fall. Oh, hey, hey. Baby, love me back today.
Did you guys get tricked by that na 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 part? Because I saw someone writing saying na na na. Those are not the lyrics. Maybe in a different one I'm gonna put the lyrics of say na 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 because they definitely work on being drunk. The answer was love me back. And the first person who answered correctly was Fuji. 5 points. 3 points will go to ESC Swiss, who really wants to get back on the board. 2 points go to Risti. 1 point goes to Erison. And the last point goes to Dimitris. And the new board looks like this, with Fuji and Dimitris fighting for it. Benny kind of fell a little bit behind in this round, but we have One more set of lyrics, and they are these ones.
Oh, feel the energy between you and me, baby, it's so right. Oh, I feel the energy just taking over me. Over me, how I've been waiting for this la 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 layla love, how Evie been waiting for this la 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 layla love.
It was indeed La La Love. The first person who answered correctly was Jose Rivera. 5 points. Am I right? Yes. Jose Rivera, 5 points. 3 points. Jovan. 2 points. Risti. 1 point. Peas. And the last point, Fabian. And before we move into the last round, this is the way the scoreboard looks like, with Fuji and Dimitris fighting for it. Benny, strong, top 3, but Erison and Fabian pretty close to it. The last round is the round that you guys already know. It's always been the same one. It is the image round, in which, again, I took an image from Eurovision, from a live performance, and I kind of made a design thingy with it on the computer. I think it was called digital artwork. And what you guys are gonna have to tell me in this one, this is the most complicated round. You will have to tell me all 4 things. I will need to know the name of the country, the year, the name of the song, and the name of the artist. All 4 things to get the point. Also, you have to spell everything correctly. The only time when I don't really care about things being spelled correctly is if it's like letters with weird stuff around them and you don't have them on your keyboard. That doesn't really matter. But other than that, I do pay attention to the spelling. Also, I will tell you this especially for the first round, I need full names, not just like shortenings. And we will start with the first one. Remember to name everything: song, artist, year, and country. This is the first one. These are always the easiest ones from the point of view of recognizing them, but not so easy to actually answer them. And I see some people with the same old strategy and some people with different strategies, and people keep saying Blanche City Lights. The answer to this one is 2015, Elina Born and Stig Rasta with Goodbye to Yesterday. Now let me check the spelling for everything. This is gonna take a while. The first person who answered for real, not Valentina Moneta. Oh no, Gary actually was saying that Valentina Moneta should have won in 2012, not over Loreen. First person who answered was Risti, but let's see if it's correct. Elina, Born, Stig, Rasta, Goodbye to Yesterday, Estonia 2015, that's correct. Risti, 5 points. 3 points. 2015, Elina Born and Stig Rasta, Estonia, Goodbye to Yesterday, that's correct. Erison, 3 points. 2 points. Elina Born and Stig Rasta, Goodbye to Yesterday, Estonia 2015. Rick, Party Rick, a very good strategy. 2 points. 1 point. Estonia 2015, Elina Borg and Stig Rasta, Goodbye to Yesterday goes to Bernice. And one more point. Goodbye to Yesterday, Elina Born and Stigrasta 2015. Estonia goes to Beni, Austria. And this was the last point. Here is the way the results look now. Wait, I have two Bernices for some reason. Wait, I put the Bernice point in the wrong place. Bernice already has 5 points. So actually, this is the correct board. And we're moving on to the next one. Bernice misspelled. Borg. Okay, let me check. Bernice. That's true. It was Borg and it's born. So the 1 point goes to Cuba. So all that correction for nothing. Cuba gets the 1 point. Where are you, Cuba? Tonight was not your night. Was it? Still, you're pretty close, I think, even to hit a top 10, because it is, I don't know, like 7 of you have 5 points. So it's really not that hard to hit the top 10. So, here we go with the next one. And here we have it. Do you know this one? I did deduct the points from Bernice, I thought. Yes, Bernice had 6 after I gave the 1 point. Now it's only 5. This one? I would expect different set of people to know the answer to this one rather than the usuals. But I think I saw 5 correct ones. And the answer is indeed Mia Martini, Rapsodia, Italy, 1992, a great song. And 5 points will go to Mia Martini, Rapsodia, Italy, 1992. The points go to Fuji. Three points. Rapsodia, Mia Martini, 1992, Italy goes to Jeffrey. 2 points. 1992, Mia Martini, Italy, Rapsodia. Okay, Erison added a $sign after the word Rapsodia. Does that count for points or not? I'm gonna listen to you. Should I give him the points? I see a yes. A yes, a no, a yes, a yes. Okay, pretty much everyone says yes. So Erison is gonna get the 2 points. 1 point. Mia Martini, Italy, 1992, Rapsodia goes to Marco Van Melis. And the last one? Rapsodia, Mia Martini, Italy, 1992, goes to Beni, Austria. And this is the way everything looks like now. A strong fight for the 3rd place. The 3rd image is this one. I know, Erison. I also see some people when they answer, they add the, I don't know the name in English for that comma on top of the words. Also because on some keyboards that one is next to enter too. I need the name of the song, artist, year, and country. If you're just partially answering, you might be helping the others. So I am pretty sure I saw 5 correct ones. The answer is Cyprus 2002 won gimme, and the first person who answered correctly was gimme 1, Cyprus 2002, Fuji. 5 points. 3 points. Ioannis, that was not complete. You did not write Cyprus, and the year was wrong. Dimitris, you misspelled gimme. Jose Rivera, Cyprus 2002 one, gimme, gimme. No, the name of the song is just gimme. Benny, gimme 1, 2002, Cyprus, that's correct. Benny gets 3 points. 2 points. Gimme 1, Cyprus 2002, go to Napos. One point. Cyprus 2002, gimme 1 is Marco Van Melis. Marco. And 1 more point. Gimme 1, Cyprus 2002, go to ESC Swiss. And here we have the new board. Fuji really pulling ahead. But here we go with the fourth question. We have this. Again, don't forget, I need all 4 things. If you only partially answer, you might be helping someone else to answer before you. I am so curious to read the chat. I see you guys are talking about old stuff. And I'm gonna embarrass myself trying to read this guy's name. I will go for French. I don't know why, it's just because of his name. So I'm pretty sure that I saw 5 correct answers. I do need a full name, so I will read everything to see if it's spelled correctly. If I can remember everything correctly. The answer is Croatia 2017, Jacques Hudek, my friend. I am not sure if you read it Hudek, but that's how I'm gonna read it. With OU, by the way. So, the first person who answered correctly. Napos, very close, but it's the wrong year. Now, Jacques Hudek, my friend, Croatia 2017. The first person was Risti. 5 points. Risti just rose like a phoenix in the last 2 rounds. If you would have played the first 3, maybe you would have been a lot higher. 3 points. Go to. Wait, I lost track. Where was I? This. Okay, the next one was Fuji. My friend, Jacques Hudek, Croatia 2017, that's correct. Fuji gets 3 points. 2 points. Erison, you had the wrong year. Fabian, you had the wrong year. Yok, you did not write the year. Advantas 2017. Jacques Hudek, Croatia, my friend, that's correct. Advantas 2 points. 1 point. Jacques Hudek, my friend, Croatia 2017, goes to Peas. And the last point, my friend, Jacques Hudek 2017, Croatia, goes to Benny, Austria. And here we have the standings before the last question of tonight. And here we have it. Come on, we talked about it. By the way, I think I made a mistake in the previous round. This is the song that I actually liked from Bosnia and Herzegovina. This is my number one. It's not Vokusai. I mean, I like that one a lot too, but this one is actually my favorite. I knew I didn't put it twice. It's just that I don't hear the stuff that you guys do, so I did not know which one the song was. So the answer is Bistra Voda, Regina, I'm guessing, if it's not Regina, but I'm guessing it's Regina, 2009, Bosnia and Herzegovina. And the first person who answered correctly was Bistra Voda, Regina, 2009, Bosnia, Herzegovina is Benny, Austria. 5 points. 3 points. Lil Crumpy, the country is Bosnia and Herzegovina. World Sasuri, Regina, Bistra Voda, Bosnia and Herzegovina, 2009, that's correct. World Sasuri, 3 points. 2 points. Bistra Voda, Regina, 2009, Bosnia and Herzegovina, go to Fabian. And 1 point. 2009, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bistra Voda, Regina, that's correct, goes to Dimitris. And the very last point, Bistra Voda, Bosnia and Herzegovina, 2009. You did not write the name of the artist, Marco. Erison said 2009, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bistra Voda, Regina, that's correct. 1 point goes to Erison. And here we have the final results. Let's see if there's a tie. Not for the 10th place. On the 10th place with 8 points, we have Jeffrey. On the 9th place, we have Jose Rivera with 11. 8th place, World Sasuri with 12. Peas, 13 points. 7th place, Fabian, 6th place with 17. Risti, 18 points on the 5th place. Erison, 23 points, 4th place. Dimitri is on the 3rd with 32 points. Benny Austria, which is a new player, finished 2nd with 33 points. And the winner for another week is Fuji with 46 points. Congratulations. And thank you guys so much for playing. This was the trivia part of tonight. But we are gonna do some other stuff. I promised you that we're gonna talk about the first semifinal of Eurovision tonight. And if everything goes according to plan, you guys could even vote for different countries. This depends on how prepared I am, because I've never done it in this format before, so I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not, but I'm still gonna talk a lot. So if you guys are up for that, let's do it. We're gonna start talking about the first semifinal of Eurovision 2021. This is going to be more of a pros and cons, like what I like and what I don't like about specific songs. And I'm gonna ask you to tell me the same things, what you like and what you don't like. And probably we should start with the acts in the order they're gonna compete in the semifinal. The first one is, again, Lithuania. Now, while I'm gonna be talking about all these things, you guys are gonna be able to vote, and I'm gonna ask you to tell me if, let me just be sure that everything works. My question is gonna be, if you were to give them points from 1 to 12, you don't have the null point, we're not being mean here. If you were to give them points from 1 to 12, how many would you give them? And you can vote, if everything works as planned, by actually typing !vote and the number of points. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Don't forget you have to type Wait, I'm gonna write it down here for you so you see how you actually have to do this. This is the way it's supposed to look like. That's how you would know what people think. So now I'm gonna tell you how I feel about the song, what I like and what I don't like about it. I will tell you that in the beginning I did not like it. I also thought it was very similar to what I had previous year from the way they're presenting it, at least. But after we've seen Azerbaijan, I'm pretty sure that they're not the ones that went the closest from previous year. I'm not listening to it as often, really. In the beginning I was actually kind of skipping the song, but I do know that they have a lot of fans, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna do quite well. But we're gonna talk in the very end, after I go through all of them, if we think, I will ask you and I will do the same, if we think they're gonna qualify or not. So, there are openers. I find it very interesting that they put them first, which makes me think they're just trying to hype up the fans, so they have the ratings from the very beginning, because they obviously have a lot of fans. I will say that the pros for the song is that they have a lot of fans, and I think they're very eye-catchy. The cons would be, I don't think everyone is gonna like this style of like theatrical being on stage. So this might be a downfall for them. Also, in the live performance that I've watched, not everything went according to plan. So hopefully everything is gonna sound better in the actual Eurovision. This is what I think about Lithuania this year. I'm gonna read some of your comments to see what you guys think. Many of you are saying you want to give zeros. Believe me, I wanted to add zeros to it, but the way this works is I can only add 10 options, which is really sucky, because I really wanted the null point to be there for people that want to give null point to different people. But from what I've seen in your voting, most of the votes are top middle-ish, so no one really sees them as winners. But also, when you're voting, take into considerations, I'm only talking about the semifinal one. You don't really see them as winners, but you see them pretty high up. And yeah, we're gonna talk about it afterwards, what we think about the results. Like, top 10, what are they going to be? The next one after Lithuania is Slovenia. And again, you guys can still vote. The things are just gonna change, but you can vote multiple times, only the last one counts. I think, at least. You can try. So again, you can give points from 1 to 12. This one, when I first listened to it, I really got goosebumps. I think the pros for it is definitely the voice. And I even think the message, up to a point, it could be a plus. If you take into considerations what people from Cyprus, how people from Cyprus reacted to El Diablo, I feel like they would vote for this one. So for Slovenia, I would say those are the pros, the voice and maybe the message. The cons are, usually Slovenia doesn't get a lot of votes, and also I feel that somewhere the song kind of gets lost. Like, it doesn't go full power as the ending is. Like, the ending is really good, and I get it, it's supposed to have a growth. I just feel like it takes forever to get to the growth. Also, I don't think the staging really helps, even though it's quite of a cool special effect. I don't think it does it right. Like, I think it could be a lot better, and maybe on the real stage with LEDs or whatever is gonna make it a little bit more exciting. I don't know, I would even like some shadows maybe in the background to be like the gospel choir or something, but this is what I think about it. You guys have voted it pretty low. Most of the votes went either mid-top, but most of them are on the bottom. So apparently not a lot of you like this one that much. Let's... Adwanta says it stands out in this semi because her voice is amazing, so I wouldn't be surprised if it qualifies. I do feel the same, like the voice is gonna be the pro, 100%. The thing is it gonna be enough? And you know, I feel like in the semifinals not a lot of people are watching. It's not the same amount of people as in the grand final. In the semifinals I think there are fewer casual viewers, so the fans might help her if they like it. And the juries probably are gonna vote for her too. But again, Slovenia usually doesn't get a lot of points. We're gonna move on to the next country, which is Russia. For Russia, I was actually totally surprised. I really thought, first of all, I thought that Uno is gonna compete for them, and they didn't. But I really like the style of this song. I like the message, definitely the message is a pro. I like her voice, the voice is also a pro. I will mention though, the version they have for this song on Spotify is a lot more boring than the live performance. I do not like the Spotify version. Live, everything looks like a lot more lively and exciting, and I hope that she's gonna be, I don't know, like perky. I hope she's gonna be like fun on stage, and she's not gonna like fall into like this deep message and just become like very serious. I do know that Russia usually gets a lot of points, but at the same time I know that Russia, like a lot of the Russian people don't like that she was picked to represent Russia, or probably they don't like the message of the song or the song altogether. And let's see what you guys thought about it. Ooh, this is like kind of a split. It's all over the board, but from all the songs, I think they're the most 12s, 10s, and 8s. So she's doing pretty well in your opinion. Obviously, we were gonna have our 1s, which very probably for some of you are like the nul point. But I don't know. I really like the song. I think it's very creative, original. I think that the juries that are more like crazy and not like these old style juror members, but like the newer ones, will appreciate this type of mix in music. The first time when I reacted to it, I didn't even know what style of music that was. It's just all over the place. But this is my opinion about Russia. You guys also put it kind of high, with some of you not liking it. I was kind of expecting this to be some sort of a split, but a lot of you are a lot higher. Benny is writing in German, which I would read, but a lot of people that are gonna watch this will have no idea what I'm reading, and it's really hard for me to translate live. I'm not good with that. So let's move on. What's the next country? The next one is gonna be Sweden. Unfortunately for me, I'm not happy to say this, but Sweden was kind of... I'm sorry, I need to figure out what is happening here. Unfortunately for me, Sweden is kind of letdown. I'm disappointed with the song. I like Tusse. I really think that he's trying to do the best on stage with this, but the song is like beyond generic to me. Like, I don't feel any emotion. I've listened to it on Spotify. I've listened to the live performance. Except for the actual like body language performance and everything being in there, the song doesn't give me anything. Like, even the part with "Can you hear a million voices," which is supposed to be like so powerful, I don't feel it. And also I feel it's gonna be compared a lot with like the other Million Voices, and definitely the other Million Voices is better than this one. This one tries to be popish, kind of... I mean, it's Sweden. It's like borderline, it's just Sweden in general. Yeah, it's not a song that I listen to a lot. If it starts, I'm not skipping it, but I'm not like looking for it. You guys said... Ooh, I see a lot of null point here. There are people that are liking it. There are some 12 points. But the majority in the vote, I see it's kind of going lower towards the end. Is like, if we take the 1 points away, which are, as I said, probably null point, I would say it's not like last place, but like somewhere in the lower mid. But I'm fairly sure they're gonna get a lot of votes. I mean, it's Sweden. It's impossible not to get a lot of votes. They got a lot of votes with If I Were Sorry. And that was probably Sweden's worst song. Hate me for that. I cannot stand that song. He finished 5th or 4th? I forgot how high the guy was. The next one is Australia. And here I have a lot of things to say. When I first listened to it, I hated it. Like, I did not like the live performance. I did not understand the song. I had no idea what was going on. It just felt like it wanted to be like from the movies, but it wasn't really working out. Now it grew on me just because it grew on me just because I was listening to the Spotify version. And the Spotify version, I can get it. I understand it. I like the lyrics. I got the vibe. I know what it's supposed to be. I also like the perkiness in the voice on Spotify. My negative thing for it is I don't really think the live performance is gonna be that cool. And like, if you remember her live performance from last year, the excuse was that she was very nervous. Then when this version of the song came, the one that was on the stadium, the first one came out, they said that it wasn't edited and that's why it didn't sound that well. Then we had the edited version, and then the excuse was that she was too tired because she rehearsed too much, and then her voice cracked a lot. And she also went, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, live on Instagram on Eurovision, and she had another apology saying that this time she was sick and that's why she couldn't sing it properly if she was to sing it, and she's not gonna actually perform live in Eurovision. She's just gonna send that pre-recorded tape. So I don't know how I feel about it, because I mean, I don't want to be mean. Maybe all these things do happen, but I hear a lot of excuses. I love the song. I don't think she's the right person for the song. I'm not sure if the song was written for her or not, but I'm fairly sure that live on stage it wouldn't have sounded the way it sounds on Spotify, and I don't think she could have pulled it off as expected. I know that the pre-recorded tape is live, but also you're like in your own environment, you can like tweak stuff, it's a little bit different. You guys put it also mid-low, like most of the votes went for 4. The thing is that this is for me confusing because I really like the song, and I think if someone else would have sung it, it would have been really cool. She does look really interesting. She does have this look of like a superstar, like someone that you will remember. And I think that would have been a pro in the live. I'm not sure how the pre-recorded thing is gonna be, but these are my opinions about Australia. Next is North Macedonia. And this for me is one of the most unfair reactions I've seen, like from people. I don't think it's supposed to be like this. People really don't like this song. As I'm saying this, I just see the votes changing, and it is funny. This, I will not lie to you, is one of my favorites this year. It is like a musical, and I like musicals. The pros are his voice. I think he's a very good singer. The cons, maybe the lyrics if people don't really connect to it, but also the whole thing that started with North Macedonia and Bulgaria. I think that was just strange that people reacted like that because of those 3 colored stripes in the video. I would have never thought of it like in a million years, but I feel like the people that were complaining about it made it more popular than it actually was. So here you have that. So this will go against him just because I don't feel he has a lot of support in the country he's representing. And beyond that, a lot of people are not really into musicals. Marco Mameli says the 2021 version of Kobe Marimi, too emotional and over the top. The song on its own is not over the top. In the video, maybe when he tells the story and everything gets like emotional, I feel like the Kobe Marimi reaction in the end of the song cannot be matched. I mean, that's the best rehearsed sad face dry crying I've ever seen. And it's like it's funny. I know that it's supposed to be a very like emotional moment. To me it was just funny. Also because that song was one of my favorites originally and I did not know that the revamp happened, and when I heard the live version I was like, what is this? This is not the song. But anyway, we're talking about this song. I like it a lot. It's very high on my list and I'm very sure that Vasily is gonna sing it very well. I also feel like a lot of the jury members are gonna vote for it. Now, before I'm moving to the next one, let me reset the voting, just because maybe some of you left and your votes are still in. Maybe I should do that after each one. I'm just a very lazy person, apparently. So that's completed, and we will start a new one. Okay, the next country is going to be Ireland. For Ireland, I have one fear. And the fear is that people are not usually voting for Ireland. I feel like Ireland and UK are kind of put in the same area, and I think that's unfair. I like the Irish song a lot. I think it's really cool. I'm not sure how active she is. Like, I would like her to be a little bit more active, like social media style. Like compared to the others, I feel like she's pretty much falling behind. The song is really cool, but it could be seen as generically optimistic. I could get that too. But for this semifinal, I think it's pretty cool, and I really hope they're gonna qualify. The voice is a good singing voice. The song starts very strong from the very beginning and it just keeps that tempo the whole time. That's something that surprised me from the beginning, because usually songs like build up towards a moment. This one just starts and it's really good. I like the feeling it gives me, so I hope he's gonna do well. You guys seem pretty split, but the top side, I would say, is the one ruling. And I would agree. I think it's gonna do pretty well. The fear is that usually people don't really vote for Ireland, so I hope that won't happen this year. The next one is Cyprus with El Diablo. What do you think about this one? Everyone keeps telling me stop mentioning Lady Gaga. It is really hard because when the song is so similar to Bad Romance, which was so iconic. I mean, I'm not sure like the people that are talking about it, you know, how young or how old they are, but I feel like if you were at least a teenager when Bad Romance came out, you know how big that song was. And this one sounds really similar to it. At the same time, the song is super entertaining. So I cannot say I don't like the song. I also cannot say that I don't hear the pre-chorus. I don't know what that part is, the pre-chorus to Bad Romance. It sounds really similar. Someone told me that one of the either producers or songwriters or whatever actually worked with Lady Gaga. I still don't think that's an excuse. I mean, you cannot just reuse it. On the other hand, I think she's doing pretty well because all I can see on her Instagram is her advertising, Head and Shoulders, jewelry, nail polish. I don't even remember. Like, she does so many ads. I'm curious if they're like just getting money for like the live show, if it's gonna be like a super live show and they need like the funds for it, which is totally fine. Or maybe she just thinks she's like so popular that now is the moment to cash in, which is cool. I do think this is gonna be a party song, so if people are looking into like party dancey things, they're gonna like it a lot. I really hope she's gonna sound fine, because I've seen this karaoke version or whatever. She was somewhere like at someone's place or whatever and she was singing it and it sounded really terrible. But I hope that was just her like messing around and it wasn't like an actual version of her singing the song. That would be absolutely terrible. Gary Moore says she doesn't know what mamacita means. Lola. I mean, the lyrics are very funny. You guys, oh, you're actually surprising me with this vote. I was expecting the votes to be more towards the top for Cyprus, but most of the votes are going to the bottom and middle, with a lot of you giving it 1 point, which again, I have a feeling is supposed to be nul point. Interesting. I do think they have a big chance to qualify though. I do think that is that style of song that will get people agitated. Okay. Let's restart. Okay, if you guys are saying restart, we're gonna restart after each one. The next poll is going to be for haha, Fallen Angel. I'm not even sure that I want to see this poll, but for this one of my favorites, I love this song. It is like, I don't know, I'm so addicted to it. I literally am listening to this song every day at least 5 times. Norwegian version, English version, live version, I don't care. I just love it. I feel like a lot of the hate that the song is getting is because, you know, in Norway national final they beat Kano, and some people cannot let that go, and then some other people genuinely don't like it. They do think it's like outdated probably. I do feel like this is so Eurovision 2005 towards 8, and I love that a lot, and the sound of the music, I don't know, like there's nothing that I don't like. I know that nothing is the best. It's not the best music, not the best lyrics, not the best voice. Quite interesting staging, maybe the staging is quite high, but somehow put them all together, I really love it. I can't say I don't love it. It's like really high for me. And apparently a lot of you like it too, although the feelings are pretty strong towards the bottom there also. I do know this song is gonna be like very divisive, and I'm sure, I'm curious where the juries are gonna stand. My feeling is that he's gonna get more points from the televote than from the juries on their own. So, I'm gonna reset it again because that's what you guys said. Reset after each one. And that's what I'm gonna do. The next country is Croatia. With this one, when the song came out, I really listened to it, and I have a feeling I might have listened to it a little bit too much, because at this point I got tired of it. So this is a difference actually from Norway. Norway, I'm also listening to it since it came out, but I'm not tired of it. To this one, I got tired at some point. I do think it's like very youthy. I feel, I don't know, it's like for the youngsters, I feel they would vote for it and they would like it a lot. I will say I don't know how to put this not to sound mean. Her voice is good to sing what she's singing, but you can see, especially on the high notes, she's reaching like her peak. Like she cannot go beyond that, and it's not even all that high. In the live performance that we saw in the national final, I think she did pretty fine. I actually thought that that high note she missed in the live performance, but actually if you're listening to the Spotify version, it sounds just the same in the studio version, so the song is meant to sound that way. I don't know why to me that sounds off, like that note to me it should be a bit higher. But nonetheless, I think it's a fun song. Croatia doesn't get a lot of points usually, so this would be a downside. And I really hope that the staging would add a lot of points to the performance. I think they could do pretty well if they go all neon and all those colors and she's gonna be in her baggy pants. I don't understand why all the promotional stuff that she's doing, by the way, I forgot to mention that. I saw her also on Instagram and also in the pictures that she sent for media, like for videos for YouTube and stuff. She has this thing with like the teddy bear. Is this gonna be a thing on staging? Like, is she gonna have like teddy bears? Or is that a thing that she does outside Eurovision? Is that like her signature thing? Like hugging, cuddling teddy bears? I don't know. You guys are having pretty mixed up opinions, but you think is middle to high. Some of you put it low, but not that low and not that many. So she's fairly high, which I do agree. I only got tired of it kind of like later. resetting this. And moving on to the next country, which is Belgium. I feel that this is gonna be one of the most underrated songs. My fear is people are not really gonna vote for it because it sounds so different, and the juries are not gonna give them a lot of points. But for me, this is one of the best songwritings this year. This sounds really awesome. It is so different from all the others. I really hope they're gonna have good staging. If they don't, they're gonna mess it up. I like her voice, obviously. I like the music. I'm actually very curious how they're gonna put this live on stage. I mean, obviously they're not gonna have a chopped head. And also, like, their vibe, just as a band in general, is like so strange. Like, it's like some people that I cannot read. They give me this feeling of like a little bit arrogant, but like they realize they're being arrogant. It's like, we are really that good. And they are really very good. Like, the songwriting is really good, but I'm not sure if that would help them with people that like more like cheeky girls and something like a little bit more fun. They're like very serious and they're like with their black suits and stuff. You guys give a lot of 1 points for this one. It's pretty even across the board. All those 0 points are kind of pulling the results more towards the bottom, but I think this is exactly what's going to happen. I think this is gonna be very underrated. It's gonna be one of those songs or acts that when you go 2 years later on the YouTube channel, you're gonna see all these comments. I cannot believe how underrated this was. The most underrated song ever. I think that's going to happen for this one. Yeah, let's close this one and start a new poll. And the new poll is for Israel. Israel, as we all know them, are the kings of revamps. They're revamping songs even when I don't know that they're gonna be revamped. This is like referring to Kobe that we talked earlier, when I had no idea that the revamp was gonna be live on stage. On the revamp, I'm gonna talk more about the revamp because this is the version that actually matters. Obviously they put the high note thing because a lot of people complained that the original version of the song was not really showing anything from her. And she's a lot better. So they put that high note. I will say that high note is like, it's so noticeable that they placed it there in the song just to show that she can sing, because the song in general doesn't offer a lot. So having a high pitch note towards the end would give like a boost, or like someone will like notice it because of that. On the revamp also, I do not like the part, I don't know how to say this. There's a specific part in the song where they make it to sound a little bit more popish and like more commercial than it did originally. Originally it was like an organic sound, and now it sounds like it's just like produced. I do not like that, but then the very end of the song, that part I do like. So they did, I feel like, something bad to the song and something good with the revamp. So overall I think it just stays kind of like in the same place where I thought it was with the original. With the votes, I'm very curious how she's gonna do. I'm pretty sure she's a good singer. You guys didn't really give her 12 points, only one person gave her 12. And you're also pretty split, I think. I don't even know where to place this. Probably is like middle, I would say. It's like very average. You did not give her like 12 points, you only gave her 1 12 point, but at the same time there are also only 2 1-pointers, which means that people do like it but not love it, but they also don't hate it, which is probably exactly the feeling of it. It's like, I don't hate it, I don't love it, it's a good song. Let's move on to the next one. Closing this poll is for Romania, my home country. And how did I mess up this? I don't know. For this one, I will say that when I first listened to the song without the video, I thought it's gonna be really bad. The visuals though really helped to make this song stand out. I mean, it's like, it gives you goosebumps. The lyrics are really good. Now, my thing is, her voice does sound good when she sings like all these acoustic versions, if you guys have heard them. She's like a very good singer when everything is just like her and singing into the microphone. But if she has to do a choreography and she has to sound a little bit more oomph, she might not be that good with that. I think she does a lot better if it's like a little bit lower tempo and fewer instruments. And like her voice could really come through. Like she has a really noticeable voice. You would know that it's her, the one that's singing. Yeah, my fear is just the live performance. I hope that in the live performance they're not gonna make her do a lot of tricks and stuff on stage and just let her sing. And I hope that she's also not gonna get covered by the music. A lot of artists do that, even though they could sing, like they prefer to just stay like very quiet and just sing like very soulful in the microphone, and then the music is just blasting and you can't hear anything. I hope they're not gonna do that with her, and don't make her move a lot. Or when the moves are, do it kind of like what Georgia did in 2010, where like she was doing a lot of dancing, but only in the parts when she wasn't singing. So she could do that. You guys placed her middle high, pretty much towards the high, 712 points. I see there. Only one, which means that people really like it. You guys like it. I like the song too. It's not a skippable song. When it starts, I really love it. And obviously I'm a bit subjective because it is my home country. And she's from my hometown too. So that's even an extra point for her. The next one is going to be Azerbaijan. Now this one I think is pretty funny because on one hand I think they're like geniuses. The way they made all this, I think it was a genius move. They were like, you know what, we're not gonna write a new song, just keep the same one. And I've seen some comments, someone told me that why do I say that it's the same structure, because a lot of the song have the same structure, like verse, chorus, but that's not what I mean when I say the same structure. I mean to the beat. You can count if you put the songs next to each other, when anything goes in and out, like instrumentally, when like the dark voice goes in, the ending of the song, the rhythm. I mean even in the lyrics on purpose, I'm sure that on purpose they made the thing just like Cleopatra to be like so noticeable, because they're kind of like winking at you. It's like, we know what we did. And I think I don't know where to put it. I think it's a very cool idea, the fact that they managed to make a song structurally so close to Cleopatra, but to be a different song, because you cannot accuse them of having the same song. It's not the same song, but the structure is just like the other song. So a lot of the viewers will not know though about Cleopatra, will only know about Mata Hari, and it might do pretty well. I'm curious how the staging is going to be. With Cleopatra, I'm pretty sure she would have been Cleopatra. Now with Mata Hari, I'm not sure if she's gonna be Mata Hari. I don't know what the staging is going to be. I didn't like the music video this year as much as last year, but that one doesn't matter for Eurovision anyway. You guys put it surprisingly low. You're totally split. The ones that voted high, they're like low high, and the ones that voted low, they're like low, which makes me think that this might not do very well with the fans, with like the Eurovision fans. I think the general audience will like it though. Let's see which one is the next. I find it so funny that no one gave like 6 or 5s, but from 4 to 1 and 7 to 12 only. It's like, this is what you call a split board. The next one is going to be Ukraine. Not gonna lie to you, one of my favorites this year. If they were to win the whole thing, I would not hate it at all. I love the whole sound. Again, I feel this is a bit ironic, but both Ukraine and Russia kind of put in the same category, just because the mix of styles, I think it's so interesting and it works. Like to me, like this song like makes me want to move. I get the weird vibe. I like the flute part a lot. And also I like the music video a lot. I like the revamped version more than I like the original, which I'm probably in minority here. I think the majority like the original more, but in the original there was a portion of the song which I thought was kind of boring. So in the revamp, I feel like they like umphed it, and that's really cool. And I really think they're gonna do pretty well. I really hope the live is gonna go well, because with what was the name? Now I'm only thinking Shum. What was the name of the song last year? Come on, someone please write me there. How can I not remember it? Solove, yes, thank you. With Solove, we got used to the live performance on stage. With this one, we are kind of getting used to the studio version and the video, so I'm not sure if they're keeping this as a surprise to how it's gonna be live. With Solove, I'm pretty sure that that's what they would have done in Eurovision too, because it was a really cool staging. With this one, I'm not sure. Are they gonna bring the suits there, like with the thing? I cannot even say the thing because I'm gonna get marked on YouTube. But you guys, some of you really love it, and then some of you put it middle-ish, which I feel like overall it would kind of pull it a little bit high, so it would be like medium high in your preferences. A lot of you gave it 12 and 10, which should count like a lot. I do think it's gonna do well, because it is original, like the sound is really cool. Let's see which one. I think we are down to the last one, and then we are gonna see which ones I think they're gonna qualify and which ones I think they won't. And in this case we have Malta. Malta, I feel that is very popish, very dancey. I really love it. Her voice is really great. One thing, kind of close to what happened with TikTok with me, but also you guys, if you're following my channel, you kind of know this. I'm more of like a slow kind of, I almost say like a slow person. I like a slow music kind of a person. I like it more, you know, when it's like lyrical and whatever. This one has a nice message. I like the message, like I can hear what she's saying and I believe her. The thing with her is I do get tired with the song at some point. There are specific portions in the song where I think is like, can we move over this and just go back to the chorus? I like the chorus a lot, but specific parts I don't like that much. Although I do think in the pros, again, she has a massive fan base. I do think she's gonna do very well overall, not just in the semi-final. This might be like a spoiler, but I do think she will qualify. This is like one of the strongest I feel this year. Even if I don't like it, like I'm aware that it is good, even if it's not necessarily my style of music. You guys definitely put it high. I mean, there are a few haters, but you know what they say, haters gonna hate. But most of you, like by far, I think this was the song that had the highest scores from you guys. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is gonna do very well. This is the last one from the semi-final, but let's see which ones we think they're gonna qualify or not. For that one, I did not prepare a poll, but I'm gonna make one right now, because it shouldn't be that hard, I'm guessing. I don't know how to phrase the question. Let's do it this way. And then you're gonna have to understand which one I'm talking about. So we will vote, let's say, yes for yes, and we're gonna vote no for no. And I think that will work pretty well. I did not place it here anywhere, but let's see. So these are all the acts from the first semifinal. Let's see where I'm gonna place the poll. As I said, that was not planned. We're gonna start with Lithuania since it's the first one. So the question will be, do you think the act that I'm talking about is gonna qualify? Again, because I did not prepare this ahead, I did not write the name of the country in the question. So the question is, will this act qualify? And this one is referring to Lithuania. Only Lithuania. Let's see, where should I put this? Let's put it here. I'm sorry, Destiny. I promise you I'm gonna move it away from your face later. So... Bowl... I should have. Okay, you guys definitely think it's gonna qualify. In my opinion, I think it will qualify too. It's not one of my favorites, to be honest. When I do a top 10, they're kind of like on the border for me. But because of the very, very, very strong fan base, I'm sure that this will qualify. I'm not sure how good it's gonna do in the final. But for this semi-final, just the fans alone, they could literally just hit wooden spoons to pots. I do feel that they would qualify. So for that reason, we're gonna say that this one qualifies. We're gonna see if we're right afterwards. Also, we're gonna see if it's 10 or not. Because maybe, you know, maybe we're gonna qualify more than 10 and then we have to decide. The next one, we are gonna move to Slovenia. So should I reset the thing, or do you guys just want to vote constantly on the same one? Let me know. I'm gonna do it the way you guys want it. Reset? Okay, I'm gonna reset just in case some of you are leaving and then your votes are standing in. And now we are talking about Slovenia. For Slovenia, I do like the song, I do like her. I feel very bad, but Slovenia in general does not get a lot of votes, and I don't think the song is very, very strong. So there is a very big difference between do I want it to qualify or do I think it will qualify, because the question is, do I think it will qualify? Unfortunately, I don't think it will qualify. If it will be a surprise for me. But at the same time, I do think that if I would choose just like the quality of the songs, I think it would hit a top 10. I didn't really do the top. I'm really bad at making tops. Unfortunately, I do not think it will qualify. And you guys also said no. So I am gonna give Anna, unfortunately, this X. Although, as I said, I do believe she is really a good singer. I feel like the song should offer a little bit more. Did someone say that she's old? Empty. Come on, she's not old. Actually, when I filmed the series of videos with the guys from California, you did not see that, but the next day, like after we finished filming or whatever, then the next morning I showed them like a recap with all the songs from 2021, and one of the things that they liked the most was the diversity in age in Eurovision. They actually mentioned that. They said that if this would be in the States, all of them would be like teenagers or like early 20s, and they appreciate the fact that like this contest is like more diverse age-wise, and I feel like the contest is more diverse like in general. From any point of view, I feel it's very diverse. And this is really cool. But I would definitely not call her old. Come on. Like, I'm getting there. You cannot be calling us old. Unless you're like 13. Then yeah. For you, then we are old. The next one. Let me restart the poll. The next one we're going to talk about Russia. Do we think that Russia is going to qualify? Usually Russia gets a lot of points, but this time not a lot of Russians support it. At the same time, a lot of fans support it. I'm not sure the fans are supporting it just to spite Russia, but I feel like the chances of this not qualifying would be super low. I really think this is... Russia, the time when Russia did not qualify was 2018, am I right? I think it's 2018, and that's because it was pretty bad, the whole thing. This one, it's just like, it's not supported by Russians that much, but in the end, they're not the ones voting for it, and I do think the fans will like her and vote for her, and I think, depending on how the live performance is going to be, I will say, I do think she will qualify. I do, and you guys gave it like a strong 70% too, so let's put this check mark for her. I am curious to see what's gonna happen when we are not gonna agree. The next one that we're gonna talk about is Sweden. What do you guys think about the Swedish act? Will it qualify? Wait, did I start the thing? Yes. I don't see votes, like you guys are voting, but I don't see votes going in. Oh, now they are. Okay. It was just overwhelmed. It's, in my mind, if I were, this sounds very mean, very probably, if I were to choose my own top 10, this song would not be in top 10. At the same time, it's really hard to ignore the fact that it's Sweden. I mean, like, I don't know what they would have to do in order to not qualify. And I don't like it, but I do think it will qualify. So this is where like the discrepancy happens. Like, I don't know, like, should I go with my feeling or should I go with my mind? I do think it will qualify. I will put it a yes. On this one, you guys were not all that close, but still, most of you said yes, 65%. So, as Jeffrey says, it shouldn't, but it will. I mean, it's Sweden. It's almost like Sweden is like on the 4th place in the odds when they don't even have a song and all the countries pick their song. So like, that's insane. So we say Sweden, yes. Let's see how many yeses we have in the end. Now we're moving on to something interesting. We're gonna go to Australia. Do we think that Australia is going to qualify? I do feel that a lot of people are voting for Australia because it's like so exotic. I am not sure how that pre-recorded version is, but in general, from what I've heard from her, she wasn't doing all that well. The song, I feel, the song, if you listen to it a lot, you would love it in the end, but you really have to like work on it to get to understand what the song is supposed to be. And like, with me it was a lot of work to get to like it. I do like it now, but most of the people are gonna just listen to it for the first time. And because of that, and plus the juries, I don't think the juries are gonna vote for her all that much, unfortunately. This sounds really mean. Like, every time when I make these videos, I'm just imagining, what if these people are actually watching the video? Like, I don't want to be insulting to anyone, but really in her case, it's just excuses after excuses when it comes to the live performances, and I don't like that. And I do not think the juries are gonna vote for it. I think some of the fans are gonna vote for it, but it won't be enough. So I don't think Australia is going to qualify. You guys also said no with 76%. I'm not sure if that's because you think it's not gonna qualify or you don't want it to qualify. Someone says the poll stopped working. Is that true? Let's see if anything changes. If nothing changes at any point, I'm just gonna restart it. This is not a problem. Most of you said no anyway. I don't think that's gonna change anything. Okay, so we're gonna give her the X for this one. I am sorry. Although right now, as I said, I do like it. I just didn't in the beginning, and I feel like most of the people are just gonna listen to it once, and if they don't get hooked from the beginning, it's not gonna work for them. Next one, oh my god, this is gonna break my heart forever. North Macedonia. This is in my top 10, not gonna lie. It's super high for me, like, overall. But I don't feel that he's getting a lot of love. And this is really sad. Let me see if, yeah, that's working. This is where is like the opposite. Like, sometimes I feel like with Sweden, I don't think it should qualify, but it will. With this one, unfortunately, I don't think it will qualify, but I really think it should. And I really hope the juries are gonna save the song somehow. Like, just put it in the final. I just want Vasil to be in the final because I love this type of musical. But as Marco said, some people see everything as over the top. I do love it, and I don't think it's over the top, the music part. The video, yeah, could be a little bit dramatic. I said that in my first reaction too. But, you know, oh, this is so sad. I'm gonna give Vasil the X, but I really hope he's gonna be the surprise. I really, really hope that. Next, we're gonna move to, let me reset this. Next, we are gonna move to Ireland. Do we think Ireland is gonna qualify? Statistically, Ireland doesn't do very well. This song though is very good. So now the question is, are these countries gonna vote for Ireland? And this is like where it's hard to decide on it. Obviously for you guys to know that I see the poll. This is gonna be definitely on the border. Like if it qualifies, it's gonna be like 8th, 9th, 10th place, and if it doesn't qualify, it's like 11, 12. Although I do feel that it could be higher if everything goes according to plan. You guys are, and this is now where the awkward thing happens, you guys are saying yes, and I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be a no. It's gonna be that shocker no. Then when another country is gonna qualify, everyone's gonna be like, I can't believe that one qualified and Ireland didn't. Honestly, I don't think it will qualify. You guys think it will. I'm gonna do it this way, just to see when we get to the top 10 who has actually 10 countries in it. I'm gonna put my X here, and I'm gonna put this for you here, smaller, to know that this is you. And we're gonna see in the end if who was right, I wanted to say. I mean, no one is really right, but we're gonna see if we get 10. If I don't have 10 for myself, then Ireland goes in. If I do have 10, then Ireland probably is gonna be a no for me. Risty, why are your opinions smaller? Because this is my channel. Oh my god, stop making me sound mean. I mean, you guys know that I'm making this type of jokes. Like, people are like, I cannot put both of them there. I don't want to cover the pretty picture. And maybe we're gonna like disturb Eleni there. Let's move on to the next one, which is Cyprus. Do we think Cyprus will qualify? I do feel that a lot of people don't like Cyprus. A lot of people would prefer Cyprus not to qualify. But I do think the performance is gonna be like very dancey, very upbeat. It does go right after Ireland, if I'm right. If this is the order and I didn't mess it up, then it goes right after Ireland, which is another up-tempo thing. If people would feel that this is a little bit, because I've also seen some comments there that is a bit plasticky. I know what you mean, is like the plasticky pop. If people won't like that, they will not vote for her. At the same time, the song is very dancey, and I think it is gonna be a very entertaining show. So because of that, I do think it will qualify, even though a lot of people won't like it. And you guys think the same, 72% said yes. It is a lot of head and shoulders. It's in the comments, yes. I told you she's doing a lot of advertising on Instagram, like this girl is really working hard. I wonder, as I said, if she's working hard for like the production of the live performance, or is just her using the fame as long as it works. So here we go with Cyprus getting a yes. Now, oh my god, we are gonna fight here, guys. I know we're gonna fight. The next one is Norway. Do we think Norway is gonna qualify? For me, I do think that it will qualify, especially if you're like an older viewer of Eurovision. I think it will really, it would like, I don't know, hook you in. It sounds so mid-2000-y, and if you're like from my generation, maybe you would like a throwback like that. The music sounds like that, the staging, like this style of craziness. We have seen crazy stages in the past years, but this one is like on a different level. It's like literally doing the lyrics and having the demons, and this is insane. I do think a lot of people will vote for it. And even though it's not the best voice or the best lyrics or the best music, people would vote for it because they will remember the Wings. And it comes after El Diablo. So, in my opinion, it will qualify. And apparently we don't have to fight, because you guys also, the majority, said yes over no, which makes me happy. I thought we were gonna like break right now, take a break from each other fighting about it, but no, the majority also said yes, and I do think it will qualify. I think it will do a lot better than people are actually giving him credit. I do think the juries will kind of dig him a little bit. So, Fallen Angel and Ticks will get a tick for me. Next, we have Croatia. Let me reset this. What do we think about Croatia? Will it qualify or it won't? It's very poppy, very dancey, very good. Personally, I don't think it will qualify, and this is where people are gonna get mad. I don't think it will qualify because Croatia in general doesn't get a lot of votes, even when they deserve them. Like, Croatia had songs before that I think they deserved to qualify and they didn't. This one, what it does well, like the whole act and the production and everything, they do tend to target like a different generation. Like, everything is like the young people, and maybe that's why I don't get it as much. But for me, I will say I will say no. You guys are saying yes again. I did not hit 10. You guys are closer to the 10. I will say a no as a shocker. I think that people will get upset that she won't qualify. I don't think the juries will vote for this one, for example. I do think that the televoters will. I don't think the juries would. And we're gonna do the same thing. Let me just copy this from here then. Probably it's easier. Maybe, if I can. Yes, we can. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put a no for me and a yes for you. Your yes is smaller than my no because the no is a bit louder. And we're gonna see in the end, if I don't have 10, I'm gonna change the stuff around here. The next one, let me reset again, is gonna be Belgium. Do you guys think Belgium will qualify? It is a really good quality song. I really hope the juries are gonna push it forward. In my opinion, I do think it will qualify. I do think it should qualify. And seeing how you guys are voting, you don't think it will/should qualify. I feel the quality of the song is too good just to like miss it like that. We cannot do that. We cannot let Belgium go. Like, can we? The juries, I feel the juries are gonna vote for this because the songwriting is really good. I don't think it's as an appealing of a song as like the others, like TikTok. But for me, I'm gonna put a yes. This time is gonna be the opposite. So I'm gonna put the yes for myself and the no for you. Let's make it smaller. And see what's going to happen with the next one. I'm still very curious about the 10. I didn't even count how many I think they're qualifying or not. I'm gonna do that in the end. I'm just gonna let myself be surprised by myself. The next country is Israel. Do we think Israel is gonna qualify? In my opinion, I do not think it will qualify. I think the song is gonna lack on people voting. Her vocals are gonna be very good. I do think the vocals are saving her, like, big time. But I'm not sure the song on its own is that strong to like save her over the whole thing. I don't know. It's gonna be low again. I don't know which one I said about that before. Probably Ireland. It's gonna be like either a low qualifier or a high non-qualifier. MT says this song will sound better after Belgium because Belgium is that bad. Come on, Belgium is a mood song. Israel is dancey, poppy. So yeah. You guys are saying yes, and I'm saying no. What do I know? So let's see. You're saying yes. No. It's the opposite. I'm saying no. You're saying yes. So let's use these ones. So I don't have to make multiple of them. Go a little bit more in here. Thank you. Okay. Next, we have, let me reset this. Next, we have Romania. Do we think Romania will qualify? And in my opinion, it is a very strong yes. The only thing that could ruin it is a live performance. Like, that's the only way that I could see this not qualifying, because the song is very good, the staging is going to be very good, her voice in general is very good. As I said, if they're gonna make her dance a lot and do a lot of stuff, she might kind of like crack a little bit, but I cannot imagine this song not qualifying. I really think it is a strong yes for me. It's gonna be like pretty high also. I think it's gonna be above the average for sure. What are they, 16? So above the average will be in top 8 for sure. It's gonna be in top 8 in the semifinal. You guys agree with me? Like 85% said yes. So yes. Roxanne, we say will qualify. The next one is Azerbaijan. Again, you have to think between, do you think it will qualify or do you want it to qualify? Azerbaijan only missed one final. Like, that's a strong statistic. For Azerbaijan, I also feel, you know, all diaspora for Turkey, I feel like they're voting for Azerbaijan now. Like, they've just switched. And I do think they're gonna get a lot of votes. From the televotes. I'm not sure how well they're gonna do with the juries, but just historically talking, Azerbaijan is doing very well. And I don't see why this song would be a non-qualifier. Maybe the live. If the live performance is bad, I will admit I've never heard Effendi singing live, so I'm not sure how this sounds when it's live. But I will say yes. And Biadi says yes, Turkish will vote from EU for Azerbaijan. And, well, Aykut is saying no, and Biadi says yes, so I don't know. For some reason, I do think that Turkish people will vote for Azerbaijan, but I mean, even if you ignore the country, it's the style of music. I feel like this style of music will get a lot of votes from people. And you guys kind of agree, but it's not that. It's like a 60-40. This is also one of the very close ones, but we both in general said yes. So with yes we go. Also, history really helps usually with qualifications. Closing this. Ukraine is next. Now let me move this somewhere else. I'm gonna cover Lithuania for a while. Do we think that Ukraine is gonna qualify? Ukraine is a very interesting songwriting, and I think it's gonna be a strong act, like very noticeable. It is in the same semifinal with Russia, which, as I told you before, I feel like they have the same vibe. The songwriting is not the vibe of the song. It's like the songwriting is like so eclectic for both of them that if one of them will qualify, the other should too. But my question is, will the fans split the vote because of that? You know, like if you have like two very strong, powerful ballads, fans will choose one of them to vote for, not both, I think. I don't know. I usually just pick one country to vote for, like, be honest. But I do think that Goa will qualify. I also think that they have quite a strong of a fan base, especially in like eastern side. Yeah, honestly, I think Ukraine will qualify. And you guys also said yes. So we're gonna give it a tick. And the last one is Malta. Do we think Malta is going to qualify? For me, it's like almost like there is no doubt. Like, I know that Destiny can sing live. The song is pretty strong. They could mess up the staging. That could be a thing if they mess up the staging. But I don't know. I feel that just Destiny on her own, she could sing whatever she wants to sing and she will qualify. And most of you are pretty much saying yes. Like Yeti says, there's no question. Vara says Norway for win. I'm with you. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm with you. Like, in my soul, I feel the same way, but in my brain, I don't think it's going to happen. Napo says, I want to vote no so much, but of course. So you don't like the song, but you know that it will qualify. I do think it's pretty sure that it will qualify. And you guys voted like 88% yes. And yeah, this is a very strong song. Now let me do the math. So let's close this. Is this gone? Okay. Well, let's see how many of them did I vote for. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have exactly 10 qualifiers. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So this would be apparently my qualifiers. You guys, though, have voted for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You guys have voted for 12. So you have to decide. You have to remove some of them. MT says swap Belgium for Australia. And remove Azerbaijan and Croatia. Well, you know, okay, how should I do this? You have too many qualifiers, you have 12. I cannot do a poll for that. But I'm actually quite interested. My guts will say let's remove Israel and Croatia. Oh, but then you also have Ireland there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. For those three, I'm gonna make you a poll for those three. Ireland, Croatia, and Israel. No, that's not right. What am I doing? You have to remove 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus those. Wait, you have 13 qualifiers. Is that what's happening? Am I crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're 12. Okay, I'm gonna give you those 3. And from those 3, you have to only choose 1. And in that way, you're gonna have 10. So I'm gonna make you a poll, just like that. It's gonna be... let's do this. We're gonna have Croatia, we're gonna have Israel, and we're gonna have Ireland. And that's that. So you guys are gonna vote for one of those 3. The one that gets the most votes is gonna be the one that will consider that is the qualifier. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We agreed. Am I doing this wrong? Am I doing this for nothing? Do you still have 10 picks? Oh, no, because you don't have Belgium in. That's why I'm getting so confused. You guys should just agree with me. It will be so much easier. Okay, the votes are still close, so I'm gonna let you vote more. Vara says that Israel gets jury points. Maybe. Maybe for that note, if that's what you mean, probably. But the song on its own, like on average, is not that awesome. Up until now, Croatia is the one that's making it through for you guys. Napos is really cheering for Leslie. Manu, I mean, ESC Swiss says vote no Israel. So you want to vote a removal? MT says Croatia has a better staging potential. I do think that too, but Israel has a better fashion sense. And I do think that the fashion on stage is gonna be pretty big for Israel. They're gonna go like all or nothing. You guys are very hard to decide. Like, you really have to pick someone, like a big difference. There's no big difference between the three of them. Andrei says, do a tie between the first and second place. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a tie between first and second, and then you're gonna have to choose. Then whoever picked the third place has to choose a different one. Now you guys have to convince each other. I'll give you like 20 more seconds to choose one of them. Top two goes into the final vote. We're gonna see which one is gonna get removed forever. Forever. Vera says Ireland is like nothing. It's not like nothing. It's very optimistic and very like makes you feel good. Okay, apparently no one is changing their mind anyway. So we're gonna say that in the final goes Croatia and Ireland, even though the difference is very small. But that's what we're gonna do. So Israel is out of it. And we start the poll again. You have to vote between Croatia and Ireland. Israel is gonna keep the X for now. So your early votes say Croatia. But I do see a lot of Ireland in the chat. So, okay guys, you cannot do a tie on this. Like seriously. You have to choose. We have to have our top 10s to see who was right and who was wrong, and then to all get upset after the semifinal happens and our favorites do not qualify. This is the way Eurovision works. You have to get angry in the end. Like if you don't get angry, you just watch it for no reason. Vara says Russia maybe no, but with Russia we already been through. I agreed and you agreed that it will qualify. It's just one vote difference. Are you guys like trolling me right now? You have to pick a winner. I'm gonna give you like 20 more seconds to vote. Vote Croatia or vote Ireland. Don't laugh at my this is how Eurovision works. This is how Eurovision works. You have to get mad. So, I don't have to make a poll with only the countries that we both made it through because those are 10. So, okay, the votes start. Now it's Ireland by 1 vote, and now it's Croatia by 2. Like, okay, I'm gonna call it for you guys because you cannot agree. I will say that you guys have voted for Croatia by 2 points. It's gonna be like the low qualifier probably. So let's close the poll. So I will say that you guys said Croatia will qualify, which means we're gonna remove Ireland. So we only have like 1 disagreement, although I'm pretty sure we have more disagreements. We think that Lithuania, Russia, Sweden, Cyprus, Norway, Romania, Azerbaijan, Ukraine, and Malta will qualify, but we don't agree on 2 of them. Croatia, I said it won't, you said it will. I don't think they have a lot of fans. And then Belgium, which I think it will because of the juries, but not because of the televote, but you guys say it won't. So, Christoph is asking why Norway. Well, because Norway is fun. I really think it's catchy. People are gonna vote for it, even if it's just like for laughs. They are gonna vote for it. You cannot ignore Norway. Like, it's not an ignorable act. But there's no way people are just gonna be like, oh, Norway. So now I'm still gonna stay online a little bit just to talk a little bit and see the chat. Do you guys want me to keep this? We can do that. Or we can do this too. Let's do the other one. I don't want to see my face right now. I'm super tired. It's like 2:30 a.m. This way I don't have to look at myself. So, if you guys have any questions or stuff like that, you can ask me now. If you tag me in it, it's pretty cool, because then I will see that you're asking me things. DJ, I am in Japan. By the way, I keep forgetting to say this to people every single time. Please subscribe to my channel. I have so much Eurovision content. The whole thing is just Eurovision. Like, you're not gonna get bored, and there's so many things to watch. So many American friends that are gonna do reactions. And I'm gonna like torture them, making them to watch the worst things in Eurovision and the best. Benny says, do you believe that Romania will get their best results since 2010? Ooh. I will put it this way. In Eurovision, I don't think they will, but I do think that Roxanne will become one of the more popular Romanian artists in Eurovision. Like from, like, I would say like, okay, Trăistariu, you will have Luminița with System, you have Paula and Ovi, Ilinca. People kind of liked Ilinca, but I do think that Roxanne is gonna be like very high. I do think a lot of people are gonna follow her afterwards. Christoph says, I think if the commentators say that Tix wrote Sweet by Psycho, many people will vote for it. Do you think that they will get influenced by what other songs they wrote? I don't know if that's how that works. Warsa Suri says, now semi-final 2. Semi-final 2 is gonna be next week. Next Saturday after Trivia Night, we do the exact same thing with semi-final 2. Right now, I can't even feel my throat. Adley asks, 2017 when? We are gonna film, well, we're actually not gonna film 2017, we're gonna film 2021 with Mike and Lauren next, and that's gonna be the next weekend. Gary says, if American Song Contest go ahead, I just read like Goa. Go ahead, do you think the winner will be in Eurovision 2022? No. I mean, why would it? It's not like a pre-qualification thing. I don't know. I don't know if they would do that, really. This actually, it is a good question. Like, will they get like convinced somehow to like push it more? But I think the Americans are gonna just stick with their own records and Billboard and stuff. Will you watch 2021 live with your American friends, considering that live this is going to be at 4 a.m. here? Very probably I won't be able to convince them to be here at 4 a.m. on a Saturday. But we are maybe planning, is in the works, is not for sure, for them to watch it the Sunday right after. So probably I'm gonna watch the whole thing in the night to go to sleep, and in the afternoon we're gonna meet and we're gonna watch it on YouTube or wherever all together. I mean, I torture them a lot with Eurovision, but I really don't think they're up to waking up at 4 a.m. to watch it. Can you please make next Saturday's trivia at 4, because we also need to have the votes reveal. At 4, that would mean for me to start at 11. If the people want me to start earlier, yes, but I thought the whole time people wanted me to start it later. Can't we do those votes before the show? Also, I did not know we were already revealing the votes. George said that I've lost the question. When will Mike and Lauren react to 2017? After we do 2021. For sure. Like, I need them to watch the 2021 songs before the actual song happens. Liviu Stanciu. Will Roxanne done a live clip of her in the interview? Wait, maybe I read this wrong. Interview with Review Blogs and the full live on Eurovision. The vocals were great. Yes, I did see those ones, but also her live in those ones is, as I said before, her being like quiet and just singing like, it's not really the rhythm from like the songs. It's a little bit slower, like acoustic or whatever you call it. So this is what I'm not sure she can do. I'm not sure if live on stage she's gonna be like very, you know how Eleni is gonna be for Cyprus. I think Broxan, she's gonna be moody. I'm sure she's gonna do very well no matter what. But there is a difference between those lives and the song live. Alex deserves likes from you guys. I do deserve likes from you guys also, by the way. Thank you for watching also for so long. Like, I don't even remember how long I'm now live. For like 2.5 hours or something, I think. It is 2.5 hours. I thought I'm gonna bore you because I do talk a lot. I know that. And it says, Alex, now it's time for semifinal 2. Now is not the time, for sure. Now is not the time. Do you think Lithuania will get their best result ever? I think a lot of Lithuanian people are gonna get disappointed. Because originally, like even last year, even though Lithuania was very high up, I don't think the general audience would have voted for Lithuania. I think the fans would have voted for Lithuania. And this year, I think that fewer fans would vote for Lithuania. I think a lot of them switched to like a different favorite. I don't think they're gonna go that high. I don't know. Well, actually, to be honest, I don't remember what was their best result to know how high in the rankings that was. Can someone tell me? Does someone know what's their best result in Eurovision? What spot were they the highest? I'm trying to remember which songs they had that finished high. Linfan says Lithuania last year won a contest held on German television. I saw that. But then I also saw some contest somewhere else where Iceland won. Lithuania 2006. GST says When We're Old is the best. They got 6th. So they would have to be higher than 6th place to beat the record in a year with these songs and some of the ones in the... I don't think it will beat top 6. Like, actually, maybe it will reach 6, but I don't think it will crack top 5 with the songs that are this year in. Do you prefer internal or national selections from your country in Romania? To be honest, I'm very happy with the internal selection, with the way they did it, because it's not necessarily the channel that is doing everything, because usually the channel is like ruining. In this case, they literally just gave the go-to to the label, to the whatever you call it in English, I don't know, the production company, and they picked like their artists and stuff. I do know that they kind of had like some members that decided which artist to be or whatever. I don't think it was that influential. I really do think the label picked the artist, and they did a very good job. Honestly, I've never heard of Roxanne until she was picked for Eurovision, and I'm really impressed with her. So this internal selection might be working for us. Although, I feel like TVR next year or so is gonna get greedy again, and they're gonna want the ratings, you know, they will want to have like a national final, and they're gonna ruin this. I don't think they're gonna stick to this format, unless Roxanne does like super well, and then they're gonna be like, okay, we're not doing our stuff anymore. Let's see the next. Christoph says, I mean, twins will probably get inspired. I don't know what you wrote that to. Probably it's something that I was thinking about before. Do you think Kusavic has any chances of winning the Oscar? Actually, yes. I read a lot of articles in which people are saying that they shouldn't be. Oh my god, definitely I'm getting tired. They shouldn't be estimated. Oh my god, it's even the same word in Romanian. they shouldn't be underestimated. Because a lot of the other nominees, they're not even songs in the movies. A lot of the nominees are like songs that come up during the credit sequence in the movie, and this song is actually in the movie, is part of the story. And I think that's a very good argument. For that reason, I do think that they might win the Oscar. Or at least, even if they don't win, I don't think they're one of those songs that should be just like ignored. I think they're gonna do very well. Livio says, I wish we could see at least snippets of the 5 proposed songs this year. Yes, but I don't think they will do that because they don't want to upset people. You know, then people would be like, why didn't you pick this one? I like that one better. So I don't think they want to create that because negativity around the song is not good. See North Macedonia this year, or see Tix. You know, like if you create any sort of negativity of people being disappointed or stuff like that, that affects the way everything happens pre-Eurovision. But if you do it the way they did it, you just show the song. It's like, you like it or you don't like it. And that's that. Like, you cannot complain that, you know, the other one would have been better. Why didn't you pick this one? How do you think UK will finish in the final results? I do think that UK is gonna be again underestimated. I mean, there's never a time when UK is not. For sure they're not gonna do nul point. They're gonna be mid right side probably, like unfairly so. I do think the song is better than that, but I still don't think it's strong enough to like, I don't know, I feel like UK has to do like something insane in order to get points. Yadi says, we didn't want to make you tired, Alex. Well, that's what you get when you talk for 3 hours non-stop. And this late. That's why I said that I can't wait to like maybe move back to Europe and then I can do this like at normal hours that are like normal hours for you and our hours for me. But then my Asian viewers here said that they don't want that because then obviously it's not gonna be nice for them. When did Mike and Lauren watch 2021? And when the video would be published? So with Mike and Lauren, I'm doing something different. It's not just a normal reaction. They're gonna vote and you guys are gonna vote too. The way that's gonna work is they're gonna give points in their video for the video we are watching in that clip, and you're gonna vote for the next one in the comments. And then we're gonna see like how much, but everything is gonna be explained when the videos are coming out. They did not yet react to it. It's gonna be next week. But I have a plan for it. And Bon is gonna come back, and Janae is coming back with Jillian also. So for everyone, I have a different style of them reacting to 2021. I'm gonna do with Bon, I'm gonna do comparison. He's gonna compare the same artist 2020 with 2021 and choose which one he likes more. And with Gillian and Janae, they're just like party girls. I'm just gonna make them also vote for stuff. They just like dancey songs mostly. Do you believe that the two semifinal system is fair? The quality of the semis can differ after all. It is fair. I mean, because no one is gonna watch a final with 40 songs. I love Eurovision, and when it will get to song number 40, I will just go to sleep. It would be way too long. Just imagine like all the votes and everything. Like, no. The system is good. It's good that it's random. So that's a thing. I like that they're splitting countries like Romania and Moldova, so they don't just automatically qualify, or like Cyprus and Greece. I do think it's pretty fair. Yeah, I don't see big issues with the semis. I'm not sure if I'm seeing the same question again for a reason, like you wrote it twice, Warsasuri? Yeah. George says, why do you think UK is so underestimated? Do you think we could win again? Well, I mean, going to a win is quite far, but I do think that you're underestimated because you do have songs that are actually way better than being bottom 3 all the time. Like, there's no question. It's just, it's a little bit safe. And Safe doesn't do very well in Eurovision. How do you feel about the idea of UK sending a song in Welsh or Gaelic? I like that. I mean, I have no issues with, and actually I think that would be like more, I don't know how you call it, like exotic. So yeah, it would just make it more interesting. But then UK would have to agree on it. I would actually like if we would get stuff. I mean, I'm not sure if this is politically correct or not, but if like each country would send, so like England would have a song, Scotland would have a song, this way we would get like more of a feeling, more of a traditional feeling. I would love that. But although I have a feeling they're gonna vote inside each other, so it's gonna be like Denmark, Norway, Sweden. Which, yeah, maybe that's not a good idea. One of my favorite moments from Mike and Lauren was when you talked about Norway 2013 and the dumb track. Well, I mean, that was not me saying it. That was Mike doing that. But I mean, come on, the dress was quite noticeable. Could you see an Austria 2018, North Macedonia 2019 situation happening with a total underdog winning the jury vote? In this case, well, I mean, right now I only see the semi-final. Let me see, which one could it be? A country that blows juries' minds, but not overall. Like, that's not a favorite. Do you think, I mean, this is like totally out of, I don't know, I cannot pick. I kind of wanted to say Ukraine, if the juries will find it like very cool, maybe. I don't know. I actually don't know. This is too hard of a question. I have to think a lot. Abdullah asks, can Azerbaijan be in the top 5 this year with all these songs? I don't think it's gonna be that high. I do think it will qualify and it will do way above average, but I don't think it will go in top 5. That's too high for what the other songs are. So I'm not comparing. I'm not just talking about the Azerbaijani song. I'm talking about all the songs together. I don't think it will crack top 5. Okay, Adli, your message got blocked, but I'm gonna show it now and read it to everyone. Adli said, if you wanna join the messenger group, just message him on Facebook. His name is just like in the chat. The group that he's talking about is like a bunch of us, just like, it's pretty much like virtually hanging out. We're like doing Eurovision-y stuff and we listen to music, and sometimes we watch movies, and sometimes we just watch stupid stuff and we play games. So if you do want to do that, if you're like bored or like, I don't know, maybe you're like in a lockdown and you don't really have people to hang out with or talk with, you can totally do that. Sometimes we Zoom. A lot of things happen even when I'm not there, so it's not about me, it's really about the group, and you're gonna make a bunch of friends. The group is pretty awesome. All thanks to Kihag, by the way. And Adli is like the recruiter. Every time in the chat I keep forgetting to mention it, and then Adli's like, don't forget to say this, and I always forget. Gary says, which big 5 country will do best? In my opinion, I think it's gonna be Italy. I think Italy is gonna kill it. Nemo says, remove the pics from the poll, everything looks small. I'm sorry, what? The pics from the poll? I actually do not understand this. There is no more poll. Like, do you just want to see me fool? Like, that was the point of it. I did not want you to see me fool. Because right now I'm super tired. Who do you think has the biggest chance to win this year? Not asking about your opinion, but what you think people and juries will vote. It is probably gonna be a fight between Malta, Switzerland, and Italy. these three I think are gonna be very high. I think they're like the front runners. I actually did not watch the odds, so I do know that France and Switzerland keeps like switching, and Malta. Am I right? They're the kind of like top three, but I'm trying really not to watch those. I don't want to get I don't know what you call it, influenced by the odds. I'm like so much against the odds. I don't want to watch them at all. Benny, if you believe that juries have positive bias towards Sweden, how do you believe it can be stopped? Well, it's very easy. One of the rules should be that the songwriter should be from the country that the song represents. So you shouldn't have like Swedish songwriters in Romania or stuff like that. They should be just Swedish songwriters for Sweden, Norwegian songwriters for Norway. That would be the easiest way. Because then you don't have all these like friends and buddies that can vote. Guys, I'm literally losing my voice right now. So I'm gonna do like a closuring thing. I'm still gonna answer some of the messages probably, but just think I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be around for too long. I'm hitting the 3 hours mark of like talking non-stop. Thank you really so much for joining and for literally hanging out for this long. Also for playing the trivia night. If you guys came in while I was just doing the polls with voting and stuff, keep in mind that 3 hours ago we started Eurovision trivia night, which is a game that I totally recommend you. It's super fun, and this is how this chat stream, oh my gosh, actually started, with a game, and then we are just talking about different things usually afterwards, usually also not this long. But today I really want to talk about the first semifinal, and I wanted to do this poll. I kind of wanted to see what you guys thought about the different countries. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I have a goal. I really want to hit like 10,000 subscribers if possible by the end of this Eurovision season, which is probably like May/June. I'm a little bit behind on my estimates apparently, but hopefully it's gonna get better when the actual Eurovision happens. Yari says, please make a game that is extremely hard to guess, so people have a little chance to guess what it is. Well, I can do my riddles. I used, like in the beginning, like in the first season, this is the third season of trivia. In the first season, I was making like some riddles and stuff, but those take a very long time to make. Like to do 5 of those, I need like hours. Again, thank you so much, everyone. See you in a future video. Don't forget to subscribe and join the stream next Saturday. We're gonna do it the same. I'm gonna let you know if it's gonna be at 4 p.m. Central European Time or 5 p.m. depending on what the group wants. From what I've seen, someone asked if I could do it at 4. Maybe I will start 1 hour earlier than today. I wouldn't mind that. So, bye guys. Thanks for watching.